Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of the Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. I'm back today with another Get Ready With Me Monday, putting together this look, trying to avoid the sun streaming in. I need blackout drapes or something. I'm testing out the new Tower 28 SPF, so it's a little chit chat, it's a lot of Get Ready With Me. Stick around and let's get into it. Right before we jump to my face with no makeup, if you like these Get Ready With Me Mondays, don't forget to take 2 seconds to hit that like button, share it with a friend, subscribe if you want to by the end of the video. I feel like you kind of have to watch it to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into me with a prepped face. Are you ready? Get ready? Are you already ready? You ready? Let's Get Ready With Me Monday. I'm trying the new Tower 28 Mineral Tinted Sunscreen. I have to keep looking at the box because it's Monday. It's early. I'm getting ready. Very excited to try this. I have this in shade 15 Melrose. Seems like it's gonna be a goodie. This is purely first impressions. Well, maybe the second impressions because, fun fact, I filmed a Get Ready With Me yesterday. Let's just do one side first. I get to talking and I forget what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I filmed a Get Ready With Me yesterday. Didn't like it at all. It was just... When I film a Get Ready With Me, my pact with myself here is I'm using the Kabuki. Links to everything will be below, by the way. That it's a positive place. And yesterday was just a moody, moody, pretty. And I can save that for myself. I can write that in a journal. You guys don't need to see that. That's not what I want this space to be about. So yesterday when I tried this, I just used my hand for one application and then I used the Kabuki, which is my #1 favorite brush in the whole wide world. And I prefer the Kabuki actually. The finish came out a little bit better. And it's also faster and easier. I feel like that's a no-brainer. Got rid of any redness. Do you see that? It's just like a lovely veil of evening out, and it's very lightweight on the skin. It's a little weird, this applicator situation. I'm not sure I like it, but it's not a big deal, I guess, at the end of the day. Do a nice light layer everywhere. How are you? How are you doing? Here, we buffed her out. We buffed it. We done buffed. Feels like nothing. You can't feel, there's no tackiness factor. So overall, this impression, this is the first couple of days. We gotta give it a week or two, maybe just a week, because I think this might be a quick test because I kind of like it. Very lightweight, there's no tackiness. If you have oily skin, I feel like this might be something you might really, really like. It's my best guess at this point. I'm not gonna put another layer on. I don't feel like I need it. Oh, and by the way, yes, you are not seeing things. She got her hair cut. I'm still figuring out how to do this. I slept on it, so it's a little wonky, but my head feels 5 pounds lighter. I really needed a haircut. I really did. So there's that. I'm gonna try a couple of new things actually in this video. One is the ILIA Cosmic Dancer highlight. And so it's the start of a new week, right? It's Monday. I'm gonna try and get this up as early as I can today. I'm a little behind schedule. It might be a Get Ready With Me Tuesday for some of you. Either way, still the beginning of a week, and last week was a bit of a doozy for me for a number of reasons that I'm not probably gonna dwell on because you guys know I don't get like super personal over here, but on Thursday, it culminated on Thursday. And the reason I bring that up is I just got knocked down. I just, seriously, health-wise, I just got knocked down, really bad migraine. If you've been following the channel, I usually don't get them, but when they pop up, it's usually related to stress. And basically my body was like, no, just stop. I wanted to use that for good here, and I wanted to, just in case somebody out there needs to hear it. I know we live in a go-go, hustle, productivity, centric culture. I feel like after yoga and meditation, I've become absurdly in tune with my body, but even then, sometimes I just don't listen. And if you're hearing it and you're not fueling yourself via rest, or in my case, I went the whole day and I had like a protein bar on Thursday and I just kept giving. I just kept wanting to fix stuff at work. Once I was in this momentum, it turned from healthy to obsessive, and that is when it struck. That is when my body said, no, stop it. So if you're in that phase and you're maybe not to that tipping point yet, I just want to say, if it's a reminder for you, because I could have used this last Thursday, it's okay to stop and not answer the call, not answer the Slack or the text, not look on social, Rest, like let's just get back into this glorification of rest. I'm not talking laziness or glazing over in front of a TV, which personally I kind of like to do sometimes, so that's not all that bad. This is your reminder to listen to your body, to listen to what it's trying to tell you. Please don't do what I did and ignore it and then get really knocked down when the volume goes all the way up to like 10. A lot of it has to do with the letting go, you know, just letting go of feeling tethered and having to respond to everything. It's crazy now working remote. I'm so grateful for a lot of it. I hate going into offices, I really don't. But you are constantly tethered to a screen, and anybody should be able to reach you at any time, which is the culture I'm in. And I don't think I'm gonna last there much longer, to be perfectly honest with you, just not as is. That type of always on is not conducive to a good mental state for me. It's not healthy mentally. And it's not their fault. I realize that too. I can just say, I need a minute. The people I work with and my friends and family, they will listen to me, but I have to say it. If you are on the precipice of that shutdown, this is your excuse to go listen to music and sit on a couch, or do whatever you used to do as a kid, because that's what I used to do. I used to just turn on my music, sit on the couch, or I would dance and choreograph ballet dances. This is what little Britt used to do. I'm gonna put on eyeliner now and stop talking because I need to keep moving, because I need to sign on to work in a minute. BRB, this is the Fitglow Beauty Starlight liner. This is like a steely, soft, creamy liner. It's not a strong line, but it's beautiful and soft and muted, and I love it for that. There you go. Very soft, very subtle. I'm doing a very quick shadow here, nothing major. I'm gonna use one of the many that are in this container. I always forget this is here, it's so big. But this is the Sydney Evan, I think, in Miracle. Oh God, I always say Sydney Evan, I mean Sydney Grace. When I worked at Neiman Marcus, we had one of our jewelry vendors was Sydney Evan, and I was obsessed with that jewelry line. And so I would always just be like, Sydney Evan, I want it, but it was crazy expensive. Barely touching this to my eye, by the way. I really am going for something very soft, very subtle, every day with a little bit of dimension, and more on the cool side. If you couldn't tell, I'm into the cool. Sorry, the light's coming in. I have to get blackout shades, but I'm busy resting. What can I say? You know, I gotta rest. There's another thing I want to mention, Jones Road Mascara. Hardly ever use it, but I do like it. It was one of the products I liked from the line. You know what else is really cool about resting? It allows you to get sick of resting. Instead of always craving it, feeling fatigue, you're like, oh, I wish I could just take a nap. I wish I could just. I loved how yesterday wow, that's interesting. I laid on the couch and I found new music, which I love when I can find new music. I'm a little obsessed with an artist named Jose Gonzalez. His music is on the Walter Mitty soundtrack, and I'm obsessed with the Walter Mitty soundtrack, the current day, like Ben Stiller, Walter Mitty movie. It does something to me, and music has always been, and I know I am not alone in this, but music has always been a really good outlet for me. Sometimes I just need to be lifted up, or I need to feel the feel, or I need to do something, and music has been my go-to for that. Ever since I was little, and I would just turn on the music on my boombox, okay? Mixtapes. It was a glorious time. I love a good mixtape. And I was laying there, and of course, you know, I was a human cat, so my cat loved it, and she laid on my stomach, and we were just hanging out. I could hear people walking outside, I could hear leaves rustling. I love Four Seasons. I love having Four Seasons here again. I haven't had that in California. And I just wanted to be in that moment, and I loved it. I needed it, and it didn't cost anything. Yes, okay, potentially an Apple subscription, Apple Music subscription, and an iPhone. So those are things, but you can listen to music in a lot of different ways. You don't need that, right? And by the time I was done, I was very ready to get back up, and that's when I started cooking and prepping for the week. If I hadn't have taken that time, I feel like I would have been so exhausted by the end of the night. Ugh. I would have been so tired. It re-energized me. It really re-energized me. And so last night I made a bunch of stuff for the week. I made this soup because it's cold. I love like fall. I used to say when I was in college, like, who wants soup? Like, it's not a meal. It's like water. Now I love soups. Things change, people change. It was okay. It needs a little bit more flavor. I would have talked about it like a crazy person over here. It's not as good as that lentil soup that I mentioned a long time ago. By a long time ago, I mean a couple weeks ago. But it was pretty good. It was pretty good. By the way, other products are layering on top of this tinted moisturizer really nicely. Man. Sorry, sun reflections. It's just not the right time to film, but it's more, I'm gonna get it. Listen, after I finish this, I'm going to get blackout blinds, drapes. We're just gonna do it. And then I've prepped salads. My menu has gotten really, really basic during the week, and I never believed I would be a food prepper, and yet here I am. Because why? Because we can't have what happened last week happen this week. I'm trying the Aether Beauty Dream lip cream. I've loved the other color I had, and due to COVID and supply chain and manufacturing stuff, it was off the market for a bit, but now it's back. And you can tell like something happened because they rebranded, but the old brand name is on here, but I don't care. I'm trying this in shade Dream, like I mentioned. I'm very into the Dusty Roses. It's just, for being called lip cream, it's really not that creamy. It's sort of like a lightweight cream, but it just sort of woke my face up. That's all you need. You really only need one layer. Overall, that's it. I'll probably curl the hair, maybe put on an earring. I'm still playing with the new cut. It's so fun. One of the highlights of last week, the day after the migraine, I got my hair cut. She asked if I wanted to do an extra massage, and I said, yeah. And normally I'd be like, no, I gotta go back home. No, rest. So if you remember anything from today, let it be that two things. This Tower 28 product seems like it's gonna be a positive review for me. That's the second impression. Second thing, if you're feeling a little off, if you're feeling like, not even feeling, if your body's just telling you stuff, this is your invitation to have a rest party. Just take a rest party, have a little party, make it fun. Do whatever you want to do. Even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. The world will still probably be there when you open your eyes again, or turn off the music, or whatever feeds your soul, calms your nervous system. Even just breathing, you could do that. Actually, sorry, this is like a random wellness tip. After I started getting the migraine, I get ocular migraines. They can be very frightening and scary, anxiety inducing. What happens is I have to kind of get back into myself, and you inhale for 4, you hold for 7, and you breathe out for 8. The longer exhale is something that calms your nervous system. It resets your brain. Talk to a doctor. This is not meant to be medical advice. I'm just sharing what really worked for me, and medication. I had a pill I could take, so that helped. But just because I could take an Advil or something like that doesn't mean that's gonna solve all the problems. When I bring the breathing into it, it really helps. And if you need to figure out how to rest quickly and you're like, Britt, I don't have 30 minutes to sit on a couch. Do this a couple of times, see how you feel afterwards, and let me know in the comments. I would love to know if it works for you, or if you just take a little break, you take a little rest break. Let us know if you did it, because you really, really do deserve that. You're allowed to do it. So here's your permission slip, I guess, with Face of Clean Beauty. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the Get Ready With Me Mondays, don't forget to like the video, share it with a friend who needs a little pick-me-up or to learn about clean beauty. I'm gonna go put all this away. Links again will be below. I have a lot more content coming out for you in the upcoming weeks I'm excited to share. See you guys right back here real soon. Until then, bye.